Up in just a moment. But first, tonight's the night that die-hard Star Wars fans all across southern Arizona lining up to catch the first showings of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, and News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink is live at Harkins Theater on the south side with the story of one really dedicated fan. Eric.
There are some dedicated fans out here, Angelique. John, good evening. We have some fans in line just about an hour or so away from the premiere here at the Harkins Spectrum, and we actually traveled to Sierra Vista to meet a man who has a mammoth collection of memorabilia that puts him and the words devoted fan into the category of, potentially at least, understatement of the year.
So this whole collection started actually in 1977. I was 7 years old, and I bought a loaf of Wonder Bread at our local grocery store, and in this Wonder Bread bag was a Luke Skywalker card.
That's where Chris Cooper's love of Star Wars began. 42 years later, this home garage is where that love has grown into an obsession. He has just about every collector's item imaginable stored here.
This is Sigma figurines. This here is a media collection. I have 8mm tape of Star Wars. I have Beta, VHS, Laserdisc, lunchboxes, Star Wars Play-Doh, barrettes, earrings, pins, coin purses. This is my Star Wars Wall of Fame with all the celebrities who I've met at the conventions. And of course himself, Harrison Ford.
If you need a good night's sleep.
Star Wars socks. I have men's and women's. Star Wars little kids robes. Star Wars little kids pajamas.
And after a hard day at the office,
I love to play the Star Wars Trilogy arcade.
Chris adores his life-size mannequin of Princess Leia, and he says he always gets the biggest compliments on this.
This is Han Solo frozen in carbonite, and right next to it is Bosch, Princess Leia as a bounty hunter.
He also takes a lot of pride in a true original.
I have a Revenge of the Jedi original poster. It was changed from Revenge to Return of the Jedi because Jedis don't get revenge.
Okay, Chris, now you're just showing off. But who is this superfan's favorite character?
I love going to bed many evenings with Chewie.
This 50-year-old retired from Gateway. He has spent millions on his passion project.
I love being able to share this. It's almost like a time machine going back. I call this Star Wars Gold.
So what does his wife think about all this?
She supports me with love, but I'll just say she enjoys watching the movies. That's all I'll say about my collection.
That's a very diplomatic answer there from Chris. So the first showing here tonight and all across the area is at 6 o'clock. And if you can't make it out to the first showing, don't worry, at least here at the Harkins Spectrum, there's going to be more than a dozen showings throughout the night. And we'll be back at 10 o'clock with some reaction from the very first fans to see The Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to send it back to you guys. I'm going to try to get a lightsaber in the next couple of minutes. Guys, back to you.
All right, Eric.